Hello and good evening and welcome to another episode of the Five Live Bears podcasts. Thank you so much for deciding to join us.
Allergies terrible this time of year.
We always are glad to have fans like you. Our heart goes out to you.
Welcome to the Ohio Valley.
Yeah. This podcast is already starting off much better than the last podcast, as nobody has said anything inappropriate so far. So
It wouldn't be a podcast without it.
We're on a roll.
Are we talking dongles again? What?
I can lead us off.
Hey, so far it's been okay, guys.
Say
Perfectly
okay.
okay. That's right. That's right, everybody. It's been okay.
It's
I thought that
been-
meant something. I am sorry. I thought it meant something else.
You
I
took
mean,
something pure, John, and just totally destroyed it for me.
I mean, no.
John's good
every
at
time
that.
the Golden State Warriors hit a three, now I can't do this. Thank you.
Kentucky.
I
Thank
mean,
you.
I
Thank you,
literally
John.
thought it meant something else. I thought it was talking about
My
something.
hopes and dreams crushed.
I don't
John
want
Madden,
to. I don't want to talk about it because I've been writing kids up for it for 2 weeks now,
You've been writing kids
Like,
up
don't
for
do
giving
that.
you the threes.
and they're like, 3, man. No. You stop.
You're out of here, kid.
I know what that means.
I'm not
Quit.
putting up with you no more.
No, it's been crazy. It's been a crazy week for me.
Thanos snap. what it
This
is.
is my first week back for real. I mean, last week was, we were there, but we were kind of doing our thing. This first week I've been back in school doing lesson plans and all that jazz, and it's been crazy.
Are you already in the routine, John?
No, not really.
John was born in the routine.
Well, I've been having problems this week because we every year when we get a new 6th grade class, we have issues. And it's just trying to get them acclimated. That's a big word. Acclimated back into school, number one. And number two, into middle school, because they're so used to one teacher. And the teacher does everything for them for the most part, And in middle school, it's like, I need to use the restroom. I'm like, well, there's a door. Go use it.
Wow.
They have a hard time the first probably 6 weeks.
Do you say don't let it hit you where the good Lord's placed you? Is that what
You want
say?
to sometimes, but
Yeah.
like Monday, I should have gotten through 2.5 pages of notes. I got through like 1.5 paragraphs of notes with them.
Yeah.
So it's a struggle. Struggle's real, but
Struggle.
it'll be all right.
Struggle's real.
We'll get them there.
Charlie, how are you doing, buddy?
I just I'm looking at our Facebook page because I was wanting to shout out to our listener in Georgia, the country, and I saw somebody like gave an angry face to our
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah.
I don't know if you noticed that or not.
Which one?
it's to one of our podcasts.
Yeah,
but
it was earth shattering.
it's a lady that is not friends with any of us, any mutual friends. She lives in Albertsville, Alabama, and yeah,
Well, bless her
she
heart. I
hates
hope
our
she's doing
podcast.
okay.
Which podcast was it?
It was,
It was the
2 weeks ago.
the movie podcast.
I mean, I was.
Our favorite times at the movie theater.
Well,
Hashtag Martha. We
I
love
mean,
maybe she's a big Village fan.
Maybe.
well, I mean, that's what I was, because I got on there the other night. I was looking at them. I was like, oh wow, we got X amount of listeners, and our listenership on Facebook has jumped in the last
you. Thank you
last
very
couple of
much.
weeks.
Appreciate that.
As the Facebook has gone up, as the
Wait, we can't make Martha famous.
no, we can't.
No.
We're not doing that. But we do thank her for listening to the
Absolutely.
podcast. We appreciate it.
We
even
like
if,
feedback.
even if you don't like
We
it, I
ask
mean
for it,
that's
don't we?
perfect. Yeah, always.
Bring on the haters.
Tim's in a mood tonight, folks. He's slashing people at the kneecaps. Just so you know.
Well,
Yeah, shout out to Georgie Berkdzaze, Birkadze. We got a post on our Facebook page. You guys are cool and all, but can anybody explain to me why does Facebook show me your videos? I live in to Bisley,
yeah, something like
Georgia,
that.
the country.
That's where I was
awesome.
born.
Thank
actually.
you, Georgie.
We must
Well,
have set
the
that
business.
boosters the
Or is it
wrong money.
pronounced Georgie?
Well, and I don't understand it. Well, I mean, and here's the thing about it I don't understand is because when you set up a boost and we boost our podcast, we pay for a little commercial. That's the only promotion we really do. You have to put in which states you want that to go
You
to.
just select the
So
country
I
of
put
Georgia.
Georgia in there. So it may be actually going to the country of Georgia, not the state.
awesome.
I'll have to. I'm gonna leave it on there because
We could be like huge
hey,
over there, not
if,
even know it.
If David Hasselhoff
Beatles.
can be a number one musician in Germany, we can be the number one podcast in Georgia.
Georgia.
Yes,
That's right.
and Transylvania. We're going to try to get the
But if
Ukrainian
only-
market.
If only we could like dance on the wall before it came down like David Hasselhoff did.
Could-
I'm just looking for freedom.
You know, it would
Yes,
be
Five Live listeners, I did just sing the song that David Hasselhoff sang on the the wall that separated East and West Berlin.
you know, it'd be great is the next time we get on there, it'd be like, you guys are cool and all, but I don't understand why I'm getting to listen to you in Russia, and it'd be like Vladimir Putin. That would be great.
His Facebook picture's him on the horse with that shirt on.
Next time you get a post like that from a foreign country, you should like speak back to him like in code, like
The sun is shining, but the ice is
No way
slippery.
to do that. You know what happened? They had the black helicopters flying over the house.
drag that guy out from his bed. It's done for. As you can tell, Aaron's not joining us tonight, although he just texted me and asked me if he could call in. I don't know if we can do that mid-podcast or not, John.
Yeah,
I don't-
we can.
Okay, let me tell him. Anyways, keep talking.
I thought he was going birthday party.
I don't
tonight.
know.
I don't
Did he
know.
quit?
We got the mojo rolling.
Yeah, well, he Aaron told us earlier. He's like, I can't be on the podcast.
I
this
know. He
evening
kind of shunned us.
because I've got the
Shunned.
Yeah. I mean,
He's got a
according- you know.
10-year-old birthday party going on in his
Ooh.
house.
There's a birthday
Well,
party going on for 10
So he's
years?
just looking
Wow.
for an escape.
It's,
It's been going for a long time.
it's a long.
Well,
they do things bigger in Texas.
I love how Brad has been committed this Italian accent like all night.
Well,
like
just-
he doesn't realize he's doing it at times.
Yeah.
It makes it better.
Yeah.
not that
Oh,
me and
anyway,
I also don't know what I'm doing.
not that me and
You
Brian
Mario
culturally
or something?
we didn't culturally appropriate anything before we started filming this, talking about what
Tell you,
this
John,
meant.
every time we do a podcast, John, I need parameters. Okay, I got to know what I got to work
This
with
is
here.
Well, you should have heard
This
it.
is a parameterless podcast. Aaron, are you there?
Hang on, I got to turn him up.
Aaron, are you there?
Oh, we're not listening.
Oh,
Hey.
welcome, Aaron, to the Five Live Bear podcast, where we're talking about nothing so far.
Thanks for joining us, Aaron.
Well,
Thanks for joining us.
it's the podcast about nothing now. It's sort of like the the old
Seinfeld
show.
podcast.
about
Deal with airplane food.
No, but
Seinfeld.
if you're not from Louisville, you don't understand this. But there used to be
Seinfeld?
a
This is awesome.
oh my gosh, there used to be a radio show here that was what was it, in the morning show? It was like the show about nothing, or it was something I can't remember. Terry Miners and them. It was something.
Oh, it was the
Oh.
morning asylum, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was it. It was close. I was
That
close.
was, I thought that
Shut
was when Glenn Beck was here. Oh, Glenn Beck was the A team.
Yeah, 18. And that's a
He
long.
used to be a.
For those of you who don't know, Glenn Beck was in town, and apparently in the middle of him losing his freaking mind.
He was like a comedy jock.
Yeah,
who would
I know he went. He did some crazy stuff.
I don't know.
He
What
was like the #1 show in Louisville.
I don't know who he worked for though. I can't remember.
It was 103.1, but I don't know.
It was RKA before it was oldies.
Because I remember him talking about on his show sometimes. He lived down on 4th Street. He lived down in the 4th Street, like the St. James area is where he lived. But that was, according to him, was a very dark time of life. All right.
We decided tonight maybe we're going to talk about the top 10 movies out of the box office right now. It really give them a John's going to read them off to us, and we're all going to have conversations about the movies. If we're going to watch, it's really weird right now in a house party. All I can see is Aaron's wrist. It's his big hairy wrist. I don't know what's going on.
Is it a cry for help? Is he like?
I don't know. Aaron,
kids
are you trying to
Is
send
he-
me code?
is he doing this?
Are the 10-year-olds killing you? I don't know, he's just giving me the A-OK sign.
Well, what should I?
Only he's doing it upside down. I don't even know what that means. Aaron, did you just solicit me?
We'll talk later.
That's kind of gross being the Charles Brothers, but anyway, whatever.
We were talking about for pizza.
All right, we're going to start off this evening a little bit with the top 20. Let's go top 20 because we got a little
Top
bit of time.
20. Whoa.
Ooh, yeah.
There's even 20 movies out right now.
There's more than 20
Let's
movies
do
out.
the top 17.
Okay, let's do top 16. All right, let's just keep
Let's
whittling
do
down.
the top
Let's just
18.
whittle it down till we get to like
I like the top two.
the top 2. All right, we don't want to talk about all these, but every other week from
Aaron, you look upset. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
see, I try.
Nobody
I
else
try,
can see this.
See, we can't-
I try to do professional stuff, and
No.
you guys are.
Oh,
Yeah.
so sorry, Captain Professional.
Yes, thank you.
Wow.
Thank you.
Told you at the
Thank you.
kneecaps
John.
tonight. At the kneecaps.
Well, every 2 weeks, what we're going to do is we're going to run down the box office, and most of the time it'll be the
Kneecaps,
top
bro.
10. Tonight we're going to do top 15 because I'm just
We feel like
being that way. Yeah. All right, so here we go. These are the top 15 movies of the week.
Hashtag
We'll let
John's
you know
Word. We
what
just
we're going to
live
do
in
is we're going to talk about what they grossed this week and then what their overall is. Starting with number 15 this week is Jurassic World: The Fallen Kingdom.
Yes.
It made $1,157,380.
I have still yet to see Jurassic.
Going
I
strong.
haven't seen it.
Yeah, I've run dry on movie friends lately. Nobody wants to go see movies with me. Everybody's always too busy. Everybody has a life, and
My house is coming together, Tim.
I don't
I'm
know.
almost there.
I don't know what that makes me feel about myself.
It's made $411 million so far. It's been out 9 weeks.
Also, Brian's weekly salary.
That's right, Brian.
If only, boys.
Yeah.
If only.
Oh, I told the
And-
kids.
uh,
Go ahead, Aaron.
I've read all the spoilers about this movie because I thought we were doing an episode about it, and then no one saw it, so we did.
Well,
Yeah.
that's the way we roll on this podcast.
Aaron, that's
Aaron.
how we kind of. You're kind of the whipping boy of the podcast.
We're like, hey, Aaron, go see that movie.
Aaron,
I've seen it.
do all the reading you can about the Venom movie. 'Cause
Yes.
we are not going to talk about it
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, you're welcome, Aaron. Anytime, man. Anytime.
anytime.
We like keeping you engaged.
Aaron, next week we're talking about War and Peace. Go read the book.
All right. I'm
Twice.
on it.
Number 14, hanging in there. Incredibles 2 made $2 million this week. Would anybody like to guess what the overall on this movie is?
$600 million.
Anybody else got a?
Is that domestic or worldwide?
This is world. This is just overall total gross.
I don't know, $1 billion.
Not quite.
$1. Oh, wrong show.
Ooh, Charlie, you gotta win the showcase
All right, what is it, Johnny John?
$594 million.
Oh, I was off by six. I busted. I went
Yeah, you
over.
busted.
Wah, wah, Charlie wins. All right.
Number 13 is The Spy Who Dumped Me. 2,617,298.
The Spy Who Dumped Me, which I think has not Kristen Wiig, the other girl from Saturday Night Live.
From Ghostbusters.
From Ghostbusters.
What's her
It
name?
does have Mila Kunis, and it has the other girl whose name I don't know. But she's usually funny.
She's not too
Egon
funny. You don't know her name.
She's Egon
Next.
from the girl Ghostbusters.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
Why is it gotta be Girl Ghostbusters?
Next.
Because it was Ghostbusters.
That's why, Charlie.
You know. Number 12, Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yeah. Woo.
200, almost at $264 million this week. That thing's going like gangbusters. $2,646,000 this week. $208 million overall. Equalizer 2. Equalizer.
Hold on, back up a little bit.
Oh.
Hey, Aaron,
Aaron.
Do I?
is the box office for Ant-Man and Wasp, is that considered to be bad for Marvel? Disney? Marvel?
I think that's just domestic. I don't know what the worldwide is. I know it was tracking lower than most Marvel movies, but they were still calling it a success. So
Okay,
I
good.
don't know.
I don't think they were expecting as much of a
Or
return.
Infinity War just coming.
Yeah, I think this is just domestic. I don't have the world on here. Well, I could, but I'm scared to
We
push any
are the
buttons.
world.
Equalizer 2. I watched the Equalizer, and me and Carla sat down and watched it about 2 weeks ago. Denzel Washington. He is the greatest.
Denzel?
And is Denzel Washington.
Denzel.
Oh,
Din,
well,
not
I
Dez.
I think
Sorry.
it's pronounced Denzel Washington.
See, now I'm the reason why we
His
get the
brother. It's his twin brother, Danzel.
I'm the reason why the one lady in Alabama gives us a frowny face.
Aaron, before you got on here, we noticed that somebody gave us an angry face on one of our podcasts on Facebook, and she's not friends with any of us. I don't
So-
think she's not even a fan of the show.
Well, see, that tells you something when people that don't like us are actually giving us frowny faces. So
you know who's
They
going
don't
to
even know us.
You know who's going to give us a frowny face? Denzel Washington is.
you know what? I would repost that so many times if Denzel Washington gave us a frowny face.
Denzel is not famous.
Den-
Some guy. Denzel probably lives in Florida.
I really wish that you all had seen Game Night, because there's a running joke in that about a girl who thinks that she hooked up with Denzel Washington, but it was just a guy that looked like Denzel Washington.
What's his name?
So I think
Denzel.
All right.
that'll be dancing.
Anyways, it made $2 million this week with a running total of a massive $94 million.
Just imagine how much money
5
more
weeks.
it would have made if Denzel was in it,
I know, but, his cousin,
or Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf, Braden Fraser, and Denzel Washington all starring on the Equalizer 2. Oh gosh. Number 10, Mamma Mia. Here we go again. Made $3 million.
How can it?
Aaron,
I
did
don't know.
Mom go see that because Pierce Brosnan's in it?
I don't think she's seen either of them. I don't know.
Because she used to be in love with Pierce Brosnan.
All right. Number 9, Hotel Transylvania 3, Summer Vacation. It's the only thing Adam Sandler has going for him nowadays.
It makes all kinds of money.
$3,768,000 this week. It has made $153,962,000.
That movie makes money because kids like mine drag their parents to go see
which
it.
isn't bad considering it only had an $80 million budget. I mean, that's you almost doubled your money there. That's not bad. I had to read the budget again because it was like this movie only had a $10 budget. No, it's $10 million. Okay.
No,
Number-
that was the Adam Sandler Netflix movie that had only a $10 budget.
The best scene in the whole movie was the diarrhea donkey that blew the guy
Can't
through the
believe you
window.
watched that
I
movie.
did. I liked it. It was fun. I laughed. I cried.
And you pooped.
It's better than that one with
Sharknado 6.
that one with Christian Donaldson in it, and I can't remember what
Who
it's
is
called.
Christian Donaldson?
Just making people up now.
Just making it up. Number
Donaldson's
yeah, him. That's him.
Who?
I don't know. Aaron cut out. All right, number 8, Slender Man.
Hashtag who is
Number
I
8.
said it was Dave Donaldson's daughter.
Oh, sorry, you were cutting out. The birthday party's getting crazy. Slender
Okay.
Man,
I bet
4
you
million.
muted out
I
there.
have a Slender Man question. At the paintball asylum here locally, during Halloween they have the haunted asylum, and on Thursday nights they do the Slender Man experience, where you can have up to a party of 4, although they recommend only 2, and you're given a single
We
flashlight
take 6
and map, and they send you out into the woods to go find the pieces of paper.
in Fairdale.
No,
Nope.
whatever that is, and while the Slender Man stalks you.
Yeah,
Um,
that's what the game is.
Oh, there ain't no
Yeah,
way.
and me and Brad have talked about it. Beautiful Brad and I have talked about. No, wait, handsome Brad. Sorry, Brent's the beautiful one. Handsome Brad and I have talked about it several times going, but we keep chickening out.
There's no way.
I got it. So
There's
Charlie,
no
do you want to do
way.
the Slender Man experience with me?
No way.
Charlie, after the podcast, will you explain to me who Slender Man is?
We'll tell
you
you
all
all
want
about
to
it.
know.
Okay.
I was going to make a really crude joke, so I'm glad you went on that
Thank you.
tangent.
I felt it.
I
coming.
don't know
Thank
exactly how to pronounce number 7. Is it Black KK Klansman?
It's Black Klansman.
Okay,
but
I
it has
couldn't.
a K in between
As a double
this.
K
Yeah.
or triple K. I didn't know. I didn't know. I'm sorry.
Charlie and I set up a movie mandate for that to go see that one.
It made $7,383,000.
It's got Kylo Ren in it.
Mm-hmm. And
Adam Driver
Denzel
himself.
Washington's son.
Denzel's son.
Yeah.
Denny.
Denny.
I don't know what his name is, but yeah.
Aaron, what's Denzel's kid's name?
I don't know.
All right, let's run down the rest of these real quick here. Number 6, Christopher Robin, $8,861,530.
If you'd like to know Aaron's thoughts about Christopher Robin, check out the podcast. Was it 1 week ago? 2 weeks ago?
Yeah,
Maybe that's why the lady put the angry face.
because she
She
liked
didn't
Christopher
like
Robin?
Aaron's Christopher Robin review.
It was pretty bleak.
I took my kids to see that in Birmingham, and that movie was great.
Denzel's son is named John David Washington.
Yeah,
John David.
yeah, Danny.
John David.
Yeah, Danny.
I think he goes to Landmark.
Number 5, Alpha. We don't know what this movie's about.
Okay, somebody tell me what this movie's about, honestly.
It's like about
It's
the
about
first dog.
the first time humans and wolves became friends, where we started domesticating dogs.
That's
Is it a live action movie or is it a cartoon?
Yes, live action.
live
It's
action.
a live action movie about when men.
A caveman and a dog.
So it's like man's first dog.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right.
Moving
I would have
along.
named it Sweet Puppy.
Number 4,
You would
Mission.
have named the sweet puppy.
Sweet Puppy.
Who's a good boy?
Who's a good white boy?
Like
We've
your
only-
face off in your seat.
We've only talked about this a million times, so
Who's
we're
a
going to run through this
good
one real
puppy?
quick. Mission Impossible Fallout. It made $10 million this week.
Yeah, I'm a Tom Cruise.
Number 3 on the list, Mile 22, 13,000.
Let's talk
7 out
about
of 10.
Mile
Just
22
real
for a
quickly,
second.
It looks god awful. I mean,
It's Mark Wahlberg, it's Ronda Rousey, and a bunch of other people I don't know. And the whole
Maggie from Walking Dead.
and Lauren Conrad, is that her name? I just may have pulled that out of my A-OK.
It's okay.
Yeah, no, that's what I thought that meant for 6 months.
They're basically like a secret government-ran team that stops terrorists or something like that. So,
it's Mission Impossible.
But-
That's what it is, but super serial.
Super cereal.
Super cereal.
I'd love to have some super cereal right now. I had Captain Crunch this morning. It was pretty good.
I
Was
did
it
like, I did
regular
like your
Captain
post,
Crunch?
Charlie, about the Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Number 2, The Meg, 21 million. That
Yes.
movie's making some money.
If only
I
Jason would have kicked it in the
That-
face.
spoiler
I heard
alert,
they want to make a
spoiler alert.
franchise out of it.
I think they did set it up for no, they didn't. There is a way for them to do sequels. The way they introduced the Meg, there's ways for more Megs. There's this incredible scene
How can you have more mix?
in the spoiler alert. There's more than one Meg in the movie.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
That's
My mind has
crazy.
just been exploded.
There's
It's a good thing I got
At
this
some
cap on,
point,
it keeps
the
it off table.
Megalodon goes to this beach that's just super highly populated, and he's going to eat people.
And the
And,
other Meg says,
Did he say
"Boy,
that?
just
He's like,
fed
I'm
you."
going to go to the beach.
No,
Have you-
Highly popular.
somebody.
No.
No, he talks like Jabberjaw.
Hey, everybody, let's go to the beach. Nyuk, nyuk, nyuk.
Exactly.
I'm so happy.
Yeah.
I
Hashtag
know
Jabberjaw.
we're super all over the place right now, but I have to read this review from the New York Times about Mile 22.
Oh gosh.
Mile 22 is a testosterone cocktail of reactionary sound bites and incoherent action. I need to see it now.
That sold me
Dude,
too.
that was just like that review was just like 10 buzzwords put together.
We just got stuck on number 2.
The Megalodon.
Oh, okay.
I'm not
Okay.
done. I'm not done with the Megalodon. You do get to see Jason Statham shirtless multiple times.
Is he going full Aaron right now?
I'm going. This is full Tim.
Full Tim, shirtless
I
man.
start talking about men crushes.
I need to have a full Tim.
You do.
It's just a.
Full Tim.
It's just somebody
Tim,
going,
Tim, Tim.
"You're naked." Yep, because that's what happened at the movie theater. Jason Statham is. I am a Jason Statham fanboy ever since he was kicking people in that first movie. He kicks people in.
I liked him
Transport?
in
Transporter 1 has one of the best.
The mechanic was pretty good.
One of the best fight scenes ever. Transporter 1, when they dump oil all over the floor and he puts the bike pegs on his feet so he can like kick people. Great scene. And
I liked
then-
him in
I don't
Snatch.
Snatch. How that was a good
that was
movie.
That was a good movie.
I never understood though why the bike pegs would keep you from slipping
I don't
on an
know.
oily surface.
I don't know. It just looked cool.
It's the movies,
You know
Charlie.
You know what keep you from slipping on oil and concrete? Metal.
Yeah, that usually works.
yeah.
Number 1.
It's Hollywood.
It was, bike pedals have like little like
It's Hollywood.
grippy.
Number one,
grippy
John.
grippers.
Number
Wait, was number
one.
2 Megalodon?
Yes, Meg.
Look at the
Number
Meg.
1.
Look at it.
Coming in at 26,510,000. Crazy Rich Asians. That was the number 1 movie this week.
According to NPR, it's like the greatest movie ever made.
Aaron,
Well, it's NPR.
Aaron, you know you're on mute, right?
I wonder why I wasn't talking anymore.
Yeah, I was.
Oh yeah. I've heard great things about Crazy Rich Asians. That it's supposed to be a really, really good movie, but I probably still won't see it until it comes out, like on a HBO free weekend. Like
Lifetime.
tape it.
All right. Well, that was our top 10 box office. And
Was
we'll
it?
have 2 weeks from now.
That was top 15.
Oh, top 15. I'm sorry.
Should have been 17.
I thought we were doing 16.
Yeah, we went 15.
Oh.
What? What did you say?
I'm producing, so we went to 15.
Wow. Why you gotta be like that, John?
Because I am.
Because it's John's world. We just get to live
John
in it.
is Thanos.
Hashtag.
Hashtag snap.
Oh,
the finger. What, Aaron?
Brian
Yes.
and Tim's favorite movie came out this weekend. What's it called? Happy Time Murders or
Oh,
whatever.
Aaron.
yeah,
Aaron.
yeah. The puppet movie
movie.
y'all were wanting to go
Ah,
see.
Just
Good
give you
Lord.
a heads
No.
up. I think I'm not going to say anything.
No.
Opening night, I think it made less than $1 million,
Which
so
is
it's
fine
not
by me.
very-
It didn't make less than
Yeah.
Kevin Spacey's newest movie, so he made $126.
The one
So
that he wasn't in, or the one that he was in?
the one that he just like Billionaire Boys Club.
Kevin Spacey.
All right.
Oh yeah, that did come out. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
he
don't
made
know.
like $126.
Is there anything else coming out anytime really recent that's supposed to just blow the box office away?
Wreck-It Ralph breaks the
Wreck-It
internet.
Ralph's
That's
coming out.
November, though, I think.
Tim,
Yeah,
it's
Venom's
fall
October.
here in Kentucky already.
They-
School has started.
They've got that Nun movie,
That
That
Nun
they're- that
movie,
they're pushing
it
really,
creeped me
really
out a few
hard.
times.
and
Oh, that horror movie?
man,
Yeah.
last Halloween I had that girl dressed, and she was freaky.
Oh, yeah.
Walked past me, and she had that nun costume on, and she kind of walked past me. And she walked past me, she looked at me, and she had them black,
Oh, gosh,
soulless eyes.
here we
yeah,
go.
them black-eyed children eyes, and man, I about took off up through a yard and jumped
Yeah.
I'm 235, 240. You should see me trying to jump a
Charlie,
fence.
what's your favorite Black Eyed Children song?
Let's get it started.
Yeah.
Get it started.
Actually, Joints and Jam.
I love
before
that.
Fergie joined,
I
they were
love
actually a
that
hip-hop
song.
Group, yeah.
That's
But
the
maybe-
joint.
maybe,
That's the jam.
The one about the prostitute. What would you do if your child was at home?
No, that's City Lights.
Have you seen the?
But didn't the Will I Am or Apple the App, one of them, aren't they in it?
Does he? Applebee.
Have you seen the?
Applebee.
Have you seen the bad lip reading where they change the words to "everybody poops"?
No.
It's about an android. It's hilarious. It's
like the REM song?
No, it's the they take a Black Eyed Peas song and they change the lyrics to "Everybody Poops," and it's great. It's
Aaron's
a great
gone.
thing.
Aaron is gone. There
Aaron
he is.
left. Aaron's like, I don't want to hear this
Aaron's
stuff.
like, I'm done with this.
Aaron, are
party.
you there?
Yeah, I was trying to make sure my phone was charging. So
Aaron, how's the party going?
they are watching strange YouTube videos in there. I don't know what's happening.
Like kids YouTube, or you letting them get full blown YouTube access?
Yeah, they use
Full-blown.
full. It's they're watching a lot of Five Nights at Freddy's and creepy.
They're watching the
Cartoon.
Five La Bear's Feet channel.
Creepypasta?
All that stuff.
Yeah,
We
our sister channel.
I'll get your name right here in a second. Brian, we thought about you. Me and Susie were sitting there thinking about you the other day. We were watching It.
Yeah.
We were sitting down here in the basement. She leaned over. She said, or I did. I said, you remember that night we were all sitting there and Brian was watching it? It's the first time we've ever heard him say a cuss word.
Yeah.
And we were right at that scene where he pops out of the projector
Oh, no.
screen.
No.
We were like,
No.
woo. Are you going to go with us next year and see the
I
the
wanna
second?
go.
We're going.
Sure.
We've
I'll
already
go
decided
with
we're
you.
going to go.
Aaron, are you going to go
Sure.
see
Why
it?
not? I literally was going to send you all something this week on the Bear Chat.
Probably not.
These people had already decorated for Halloween, and it's all clowns.
Oh, no
and
way.
I was like, this is what hell looks like.
Now, here's my question is, why would you go on right now and decorate for Halloween?
Because it literally takes you that long if you're doing it right.
Now, see, Carrie and Mike will start in September.
Yeah.
And we're going over Halloween. He's like, well, I need this. I need a motor for that because I'm going to build a big spider. And that big spider is going to move. And we're going to do I was like,
Let's go chase little
I was
kids
like,
down the street.
I got an inflatable tree in the yard that's got a
No, we don't have anything.
got a ghost.
Like, Brittany is not a Halloween person.
she's not a Halloween person?
No.
Oh, man. Carla's not
The
either.
Devil,
That's
no.
disappointing.
devil holiday.
Carla's
Probably
not.
when she was a child, it might have been.
Oh, we celebrated it. We celebrated.
We had a
Well,
good
we didn't
time.
celebrate the devil, but we went out on Halloween.
Well, I celebrate when the devil went down to Georgia.
I once read that for.
Now we're going to get a franny face from some lady in Georgia.
I once read that in
The
college
country.
in a public speaking class. The devil went down to Georgia.
Good for you.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna take a short break here and come back and finish this thing.
We're
up
going to
tonight.
take a short break. We'll be back
They will be in the home
in
stretch.
just a minute.
Wah, wah.
Saddest movie scene ever.
Yeah.
Little shameless plug here as we get going again.
Welcome back to the podcast.
This is a shameless plug. I'll do it. Charlie and my wife have started a podcast called Crappy Network Television, and where they talk about nothing but network
Nothing
TV.
but music. They talk about music all the time.
No,
Actually,
it's
this week's episode's about everything.
some of them are real. Some of them I really get into listening to. And actually, I'm on one of them where we talked about superhero movies and stuff. Sometimes though, last week I don't watch network television that much, so I produce the show for them. So it's a lot of fun to sit there and listen to them talk and be part of it that way.
So I do have one question, though.
Yes.
On that podcast, did it say starring John E. Mattingly?
No, it doesn't.
Special
I don't.
guest appearance by.
I don't have a picture of myself on there.
What?
And featuring.
Have you guys got any frown faces on your Facebook post?
From some guy in Mississippi who was a big CW fan. Yeah.
I love the Flash. It is my love.
You know, the strange thing is like all the people that hate us are from the deep south, and everybody who loves us is from the deep south of Europe. So you know, we kind of have that.
We have that Southern Europe appeal to us.
you got that
What
look.
countries are in Southern Europe?
Oh, you got Greece, you have Albania, you have
Oh.
How about
Croatia.
Italy? You got the
So about
Italy.
all the bad accents you've been doing.
Yeah.
Bosnia, you got the
We're trying to appeal to the
Ukraine,
audience, too.
you have Georgia,
We're trying to appeal to our audience.
Uzbekistan,
Okay.
Okay,
you have,
geography major. That's enough.
Austria can be put in there.
WWW, move it along.
You,
Let's go.
you have the
What are you,
Ukraine.
Dr. Evil from
Yes.
the Austin Power
Let's
News?
go.
www.zippit.com.
Brian has to get out of here, man. His
Look
daughter,
at me, I'm Zippy Longstocking.
His daughter, his
You
daughter's,
must zip it.
his daughter's got to run a 45-mile race in the morning.
Knock knock.
Where y'all going for that thing?
Charlie Vetna.
Where?
Charlie Vetna.
What is that?
Oh, Philtown.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I didn't.
They're like,
There's
try my
there's a
back.
disc golf course there, so I might
Brian's gonna split.
be like,
Aaron,
Yeah.
what are you guys doing in the morning? You guys cooking pancakes for all the kids?
We're probably just gonna dump out cereal on the floor and let them go at it.
Is it a sleepover?
Yeah.
Oh wow, those are the best.
It's good.
Those are
It's
totally the
good.
best.
Aaron, before everybody goes to
Yeah.
bed, tell this really scary story and then put them all to bed, and then like 2 hours later, just walk in there wearing nothing but your red shorts and a flashlight, and just scream at the top of your lungs. Tell a story about an arson that wears red shorts, and then show up 2 hours later with a candle, wearing your red shorts, and scream. Just scream fire.
Well, you just walk silently through the kids, and there's always that one that's still awake
No.
that sees you, and you're like, shh. That's how you make it real
Exactly.
scary if you want to do that.
There's nothing to see here.
We used to go to camp we used to go to junior camp every year. We told the story of the gravel man, and then on the last night, the gravel man, and it was the story of this guy who fell off the mountain and he hit the ground so hard the gravel got pushed into his face. So now when he walks through the cabins at night, gravel falls out of him. You can hear it fall on the floor. So every night,
And you can envision John telling this story
Yeah.
because he's probably in deep detail. He's got gravel.
and so on the very first night, when all these kids had gone to bed, they're all laying and they're already freaked out because we told the story. The guy that always went with me, his name was Danny, would get up and he'd walk through the cabin in the pitch darkness, dropping gravel on the floor. And those kids like, and then they'd start falling out of their top bunks and everything.
That was
Oh, my
you'd be like
goodness.
laying there almost asleep and you're just, boom. What was that? Oh, somebody fell out of the
No,
top
they
bunk
would never
again.
cry because they just
They
hit the
wouldn't.
floor and go back to sleep.
They'd kind of like stumble around, crawl back up there, and go back to sleep.
That one night that you went with us that one year, me and you were laying
Yeah.
there right between
Talking
us.
to each other.
Talking, and we're laying there on two bunks, and all of a sudden this kid just falls between us. Tim's like, "You all right?" He's like, they're like, "Yeah, go back to sleep." I think he slept on the floor the rest of the night.
I don't know.
It was crazy.
I'm still mad at you about that last night. That I stayed up late hanging with the cool kids. And
Yeah.
little did I know that you and Danny had plans of waking everybody up at 5 a.m.
Yeah, that's because you got to come. That's because you got to
to
come to the staff meetings, man. You didn't come.
You
to
didn't
the
have
staff
staff meetings.
meetings. Me and Danny did.
Tim was too cool for stuff.
You didn't invite me.
Tim's hanging out with the camp speaker that week and with the musicians, and me and Danny are making
Did
all
you
the
know that
plans.
he's the children's pastor at Oak Hill now?
Who?
That camp speaker that
Oh,
week.
was he?
The guy that did the well story.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
You know,
Yeah, he was kind of, well, whatever. We talk about it off there.
The well story about Jonah.
Yeah, but he acted like he was the well telling the story.
I thought I was making a joke.
Which was-
that you were saying whale and not whale.
Which was proper because
Well,
he was,
WELL.
he was a big boy. That guy was a big guy.
Shout out
Well,
to
good for him.
the well guy.
All right,
How
what was
about church camps always making fun of fat people? Can we talk about that?
Were they?
There was a group at one of the camps I went to, and they called them 3 tons of fun. It's like, guys, that's not nice.
What?
Yeah, it was not.
That we didn't have that at our youth camps.
This was at the one with Mike Crane.
Oh,
so it makes sense.
well, Mike Crane made fun
Yeah.
of everybody.
I don't
So
know.
what are we
him.
going to talk about this episode? This church camp?
We'll say, how are we wrapping this bad boy up?
Church camp. I don't know.
Good evening, good afternoon, good night.
No, we're not talking about the Truman Show.
What?
That's what he says in the Truman
Oh
Show.
my gosh.
He says good morning, and if I don't see you, have a good afternoon and a good evening, or something like that.
No.
How did you feel about the Truman Show,
I had zero desire to
Charlie?
watch
Do you
it. Never did.
ever stop and think, "Am I in the Truman Show?"
No.
That's what
You
people
never
like.
watched it.
Sometimes I have thoughts like that because it's hard for me to think that people actually like me. So everybody's being paid to like me.
That's,
Oh, if that's the case, then they're not getting paid enough.
yeah. I was gonna say,
No, I mean, like for myself, I know
I
people
hadn't,
don't like
I hadn't
me.
got a check in a while.
Yeah.
I need to go check the
Yeah,
box.
that
and
direct
make sure,
deposit is
Well, that's what you
working.
guys are paid to say.
Oh,
That's how the Truman
okay.
Show works.
maybe.
Aaron, you were going to say something about the Truman Show?
I really do not like that movie. Part of it is because they
Sensitive.
just executed it wrong. It should have been called something like Truman, and you shouldn't have known it was a TV show until about halfway through the movie or towards the
You
end.
figured it out with him?
Yeah,
Mhm.
like all this weird stuff keeps happening, but instead it's like right away. It's like, oh, this is a TV show, and then it was just
Well,
dumb.
Ed Harris was God in that movie. That was the main point.
Wow,
Yeah, it was terrible.
that was deep for us tonight. That was.
Hey, speaking of Ed Harris, he's in Geostorm.
Oh, is he?
He is. He's the he's like the president's secretary of defense or something. So Geostorm, okay, has the guy.
Every time you say Geostorm, I imagine Geo from your old puppet show.
You may talk like him. You may talk about.
Aaron
No, Geo,
dropping
you
it.
need to hear this.
Oh my goodness, that was a story and a half.
Whoa. Oh, and it's not appropriate for the podcast.
Oh my goodness.
Geostorm, Gerard Butler, smartest man alive. He helped build the Dutch Boy, which is a universal type satellite system.
Isn't that a paint system? Ain't that paint?
I don't know. That's just what they call it.
So a guy who made paint.
Yeah. They and windmills. Don't take your headphones
it's
off
really
for
hot
this.
down here.
It's
Don't.
burning up down here.
Anyways,
I can hear you just fine.
Anyway, you can't hear Aaron though. He's talking up a storm right
Hello?
now.
Hello? Are you here?
Anyways, it's terrible. They got the kid from the movie 21, the gambling movie, and like he's such a terrible actor in this movie.
Yeah.
Like terrible.
Is he?
Where are you going, Charlie?
I'm just getting comfortable.
He's trying
If you're listening only on audio right now, go to the YouTube video at this moment in the podcast as Charlie is sliding off the couch. It's making his pants legs pull up. He looks like a high
Well,
water.
I think we've done enough damage this evening. I'll talk about some things we are. Well, you know, I mean, we're trying to get Brian out. Brian's got
cross country.
So
I just have
talk more
one
about-
question. Go ahead, Eric. Go ahead.
Aaron?
I was going to say, what's Ed Harris is in is Snowpiercer, a movie that me and Tim watched.
I like that movie.
It's a great movie.
That's
That
a great
movie's
movie.
good until like the last 40 minutes.
No,
and
it's
then
good until it's over with?
It's good
Yeah.
all the way. That's a
No.
great movie.
Charlie, you had one question?
I just have just one question, and this question's mainly for everybody but John. Sorry, John. Favorite tag team in professional wrestling history? Brian, go.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Rockers.
Aaron,
Ooh.
favorite tag team?
Probably Hall and Nash.
Oh,
that's
surprising.
That's
Good
what I was
choice.
going to take, the Outsiders. But since you took the Outsiders, I'll go with kind of a tie between the Steiner brothers
Yeah.
and the Road Dogg and Billy Gunn,
The New Age Outlaws.
the New Age Outlaws.
Are you going?
I'm gonna sit up here to give my answer.
I was gonna say, are you?
It's a twofer. The Rock and Roll Express, because guys with mullets and bandanas around their knees are the best tag teams of all time,
Mm-hmm.
and also Arn Anderson and Tully Blanchard, the Brainbusters.
And we didn't even mention LOD, Legion of Doom.
We didn't do LOD.
Animal Hawk.
Yeah.
are you
Oh
the Road
no!
Warriors?
Natural
What about,
disasters. Earthquake and
what was that team?
tugboat.
What about Hulk Hogan and Macho Man?
No
The
way.
Mega Powers.
The Mega Powers.
No, Hogan held Macho back.
What,
Macho
Aaron?
carried
How's
him.
What, Aaron?
The Rock, and was it Mick Foley?
The Rock and
Rock
Sock
Sock
Connection.
Yeah.
The Rock and
John's
Sock.
done. John's
So
walking
John's
off.
leaving the podcast.
John's walking off the set right now.
Oh,
All right.
no! What about you know what? Like Edge and Christian were great, and the
The
Hardy,
Brood.
Hardy brothers were good.
Hardy Brothers.
The Hardy Boys,
The
whatever.
Hardy Boys. And
Whatever
their,
they
and their
were.
mystery set. Okay.
Anyways,
All right. Anybody got anything else to add?
John, who's your favorite tag team?
Oh wait, do you have one, John?
I don't watch wrestling.
John, come on, favorite tag team.
I don't watch wrestling.
What about the
Who's your
Moondogs?
favorite Hardy
Yeah, it's
brother?
The Moondogs? You like the Moondogs?
Moondogs.
Moondogs are
are
good.
great.
That's great. Yeah.
John,
So-
Aaron wants to know who's your favorite Hardy brother.
Who?
The Hardy Brothers. They solve mysteries.
Oh, I don't know.
John actually might like the Broken Matt though. This is
Yes.
hilarious.
Because he's going to delete.
Wrestling it wasn't my thing. I just never. After my
Because your
mom,
caught you watching Glow.
after
and
mom
you
banned Glow, we didn't watch any wrestling.
Have you
anymore,
watched
so-
season 2 yet?
No.
I watched like one episode and I couldn't get through it.
Awkward.
Allison Brie is just so painfully awkward, like it makes it uncomfortable to watch.
So basically, like an episode of Community.
Oh, shut your mouth.
Wow, we're going to end it on that note. John, take us home.
Community was fantastic.
Take us home, John.
All right.
This is where
Take us
you-
home to Paradise City where the grass is
John, this is where you
green.
play some bumper music and we get out of here.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
Come on.
I'm sorry,
You're
Brent.
putting me on the spot.
sorry.
Come on, John.
You
Easy.
can find us
Producer.
on YouTube,
Oh, yeah.
SoundCloud.
I need a
Google
producer.
Play,
Like
Apple
us,
Podcasts.
leave angry faces, something.
If
Better.
you're below the basic Dixon line.
Sorry, Brent.
See you later, players.
Aaron, what do you got for us?
The Gravel Man's coming.
Shout out Danny.
Perfect.